Okay, welcome to Testimony Talks. So, if you are hearing this for the first time, I actually suggest you to please also watch the other videos so that you can understand it more. So, we will be continuing the part 3 of college. So actually God did amazing things. He gave me wonderful opportunities. So but for all of that, what was the foundation was me offering my life to the Lord. So from there, how actually God led me in in my college. So actually this is what I'm going to share. So as I'm sharing this, I just thought that um, I wanted to be as humble, like I wanted to actually sound as humble as possible, because it is more of actually involved with me about saying myself. But even though I'm saying so many me's or mice in these videos, if you see inside me there is Jesus. So I just thought that tags more than sounding humble, what's inside my heart is more important. If I am actually really humble inside my heart, only my God knows, and I know he knows. Okay, we will continue. So as I offered my life to the Lord, my God was so faithful. uh, Back meantime, like I was interested to actually see. I actually all thing actually orchestrated like so well. It all actually fall into place because I was interested to music. My father is already a musician, so but he was playing in cinema field. So he was actually in the secular field mostly, but he also played for the church and other people who are actually related to Christianity and Christian field as well. But uh, so uh, we were automatically drawn towards the music which he actually doesn't like. He did not want us to get involved in this music thing due to various reasons, but somehow God actually brought us to this because as I was studying, I was so attracted to actually guitar because I learned it when I was at my 12th standard. So I actually tortured my father and I told him to buy me a guitar, and he did so. So uh, because he actually could not escape my torture, so somehow he bought me a guitar, and he also joined he, he, he also introduced me to actually to one of his friends who can actually teach guitar. So I went there, but I went for classes, but I actually couldn't continue it. I went for 2 to 3 months, if I'm not wrong, but I actually could not continue it, and I just left it. But I was so interested to playing guitar and to these, especially this particular instrument. I was so interested, but actually I was able to actually use it and learn it only when I offered my life to the Lord. So actually, as I'm actually sharing this, I'm actually realizing it because in those times my intentions and my ways were fully worldly. Like I was so much attracted to the world, as I already said. So I, I wanted to learn guitar for like wrong reasons. Like in those times there, I don't know if I can share this here, but this is the truth. I was so attracted to one particular movie called Varnam Iram. excuse me, where actually actor named some who starts with the name IS. He was acting like I was so attracted to that movie. Like it was just an I was so attracted to that, and I just wanted to learn guitar for various other reasons, just like it was in those movies. But I was never able to learn guitar. I always carried my guitar through the classes, but I was not able to learn. Without chords, I used to play whole songs with fully wrong chords. But I was so interested in that. But somehow I learned it by the grace of God. But it was not actually useful. I used to play Talipoga, many other things like that. But it was not useful for me or for anyone. But God helped me to actually use it for Him. When I started to actually use it for Him, He opened the doors. Yes, as I started to post videos in Instagram, so actually God gave me a space and room to actually perform in the culturals of my college. So I was able to, which was my dream, which was like I was very much attracted to the group of people playing. So, and God made sure it was possible. At my first song, I remember I was receiving so much of encouragements, for which I was, if I'm not actually prepared to actually give the glory to the Lord, I would have actually fallen into so many traps. But especially the trap of actually pride. But I was so much prepared by the grace of God. I actually didn't even go to receive any certificate or something like that. I was just like I went to the other extreme where I thought this is nothing compared to what God is like. I was into the other side. It was which I am actually realizing that is also wrong. We cannot actually go to the other extreme as well. But God opened so many doors and gave me so many blessings, and His presence was there each time when we sang together. We had a very small, very average team, but in the third year of my college life, when we were performing, it was completely so much actually miraculous, because almost all the in the English in the Western music, each departments were actually preparing for songs. I was amazed to actually know that almost all of them sang gospel songs. Only God can do that, because it was so secular. But though it was actually Christian college, I don't know how it was possible that God actually united everyone to actually sing for the glory of God, where actually we also sang and God gave us a very good victory, and afterwards victory after victories. When we are humble and when we are clean in our heart, God always exalts us. But when we are not, when we actually show up in front of everyone to be humble and clean, but still when we are not clean, it may be the other way also. God knows our hearts, and that's what He did. He gave victories after victories, and He actually made sure that He actually honored the obedience and used everything for His glory. So that's where I was so much attracted to God. See, I just did a small offering. God is so faithful, and He's doing so many wonderful things, and I completely drove my life to Him. I completely surrendered everything to Him, and I wanted to please Him as much as possible, and I don't know how much I actually pleased Him, but he actually made sure that all the opportunities and all the blessings are ensured. But actually one particular thing that I was I did not actually receive, in spite of so many blessings. I also had some kind of some certain blessings I was not able to actually receive, in my choir there is a team called there is there was an a cappella team. When I first saw their performance, I was amazed, and I could not believe, because it was so amazing and it was so wonderful. So I so badly wanted to join in that a cappella team, which never happened. But I thank God for that, because that is the reason God opened actually many other blessings, and He gave me a maturity, because this college itself is like that. I never wanted to join in this college, but He made this college as the blessing, and He actually ensured I received everything. So more than my desires, His desires were always the best for me, and but actually God did not actually let me from there. He actually ensured that that one particular blessing which actually I missed. I did not receive it until the end, but he actually made sure I actually receive it after, on the second phase, where I had to come back to the same college, which I will surely share in the upcoming video. So we are going to see also the part 4 of this life series. So in this testimony talks, I just want to actually recall and actually realize one particular thing, that is when we offer ourselves to God, and after that, when we are actually genuinely humble, God will surely exalt us. Maybe God is not exalting us at present because we are not genuinely humble. So we have to redo the whole thing. We have to once again humble ourselves. We have to once again offer ourselves, and we have to once again give Him glory, so that He can be glorified through our exaltation. I hope God would have spoken to you and help you to offer and help you to humble in His presence. May God bless you. See you in the next video. Bye.